Your party dashes in from the streets at the entrance of the courtyard of the manor itself. That's when the lightning strikes. The shadows give way for a moment. And at the top of the stairs, you see an ogre magi already completing the arc.
What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for 2 Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming.
Shut up and sit
All
down.
right, well, here we go. The party is still on tier 4, but just barely. We had a rough time. We had some new characters and some death happened. So, what happened?
We almost died, but besides the point. Well, most of our group mysteriously disappeared. Our newfound friend, the so-called Return of the King, got carried away by his entourage, and then a boulder, Indiana Jones style boulder, started going after them. So after dodging the boulder, after the boulder rolls out, the elf and the thief pop their heads out to say, "What the hell's going on here?" And then we run into another group who just happened to be kept prisoner in a room behind where the boulder was. So, once again, the same story. They got lost in the desert. They found the Ziggurat. They got captured. They got locked up. So after a little bit of confusion, because the old group is still just in the regalia that all these cults have given us, and they're just brand spanking new. They don't know what's going on. So eventually things got ironed out, and then we teamed up just to try to get out of this place. So we're bumbling around.
So, where did you bumble around to, Sean?
So we
Working on the map. Excellent.
The boulder came from here. We were here. Our newfound companions were here. So we traveled south. We ended up opening a secret door to a room full of bones, which we were certain were going to turn into an army of skeletons and kill us. But we managed to skirt right by to this door here and work our way down until we encountered a room full of zombies here, which went well until our 1 hit point mage took a hit.
Yeah.
And that was the end of our mage. But we otherwise survived that, worked our way around. I forget what was in this room. I think that room might have been safe. Then we found a room here where we encountered shadows, which, despite having a newfound cleric, are not undead. That didn't help, and we came very close to losing a couple of us in that encounter, but we ran and slammed the door in their faces, and they seemed content to not follow us. We made our way to this room where we were attacked by the meanest shrews you ever did see. We shamefully had to run away from that encounter and slam the door in their faces.
And thank God they didn't follow us, because that was a wooden door with a big hole in the bottom, which they could have easily followed us.
Yes, they did not, but we managed to get back to this room and lock ourselves in, heal up, and then make our way back to here where we found, I believe, a trap door, steel door on the floor, something like that, but we don't have a key for it.
Yeah.
So we need to go back and probably clear the rest of the dungeon to find out how we can get down to the next level.
It sounds like it was a deadly encounter last time.
It was. It was a tough one.
It was. We lost the magic user.
That was your character, your secondary character.
That was the one I had just freshly rolled up. He had 1 hit point, and then 8 zombies just jumped right onto him, and he was. There was no roll for saving.
What was the one spell he had?
Magic missile.
You did get to use it though, didn't you?
In one of the rooms, we went up against a carrion crawler, I think.
That's the other character we ran.
That was his 1-hit wonder. He got the 1 shot off, hit it point blank, did a lot of damage, and then we managed to kill the carrion crawler easily, which I guess kind of gave us a false sense of bravado.
Did it now?
Until we ran into, the shadows, the shrews, the zombie, especially after the zombies, that was like, oh, forget it. Yeah, we're still basic. It's still basic. It's still basic.
Running
Right.
from zombies and shrooms.
Yep.
All right, so I feel confident that you guys will survive the rest of Tier 4. Let's see if that's true.
Oh, what's
Only one way to find out.
what's the worst that can happen?